everyone, and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Andrea, and today I'm going to show you how to make oatmeal toffee scotchy cookies. So I like oatmeal cookies. My husband likes butterscotch, so what better way to bring those two together, right? So I like toffee as well, and I think it goes great with butterscotch, so we're just going to throw some of that in there too. So to get started, we're going to, in our stand mixer, we're going to put 1 stick of butter along with 2 tablespoons of butter, and you can use salted butter or unsalted butter. Either one will work. There's not enough salt in that butter to make that big of a difference. And then we're going to add 1/4 of a cup of sugar, just regular granulated sugar, 1/2 cup of brown sugar. I'm using light brown sugar. The darker brown sugar has more molasses in it, so it's going to have a stronger flavor. It's good brown sugar, but for this I'm just going to use the light. And I've packed this in here. There we go. And then we're going to cream this for just a minute, just because I want to get the butter and the sugar mixed in. There we go. And then we're going to add 1 egg. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then we're going to let this go for a couple of minutes. Okay, so that has mixed for a couple of minutes. And I just mixed it on between kind of a medium speed. If you have a KitchenAid and you're using that, around a 4 speed to 6. I'm just going to scrape that down. Okay, and then I'm just going to show you what that looks like. So it's kind of a nice light color. So I'm just going to scrape down the bowl here. And I did scrape down the bowl once in the mixing process too. So, okay. Now, over here for our dry mixture, I've got 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour, and then I've got 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and then 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Just going to add that to that and give this a quick little mix. And we're going to add this to our mix. I'm just going to add it, you don't have to add it super slow, just a little bit at a time, just so you don't have a big clump. I just like to give it a good mix before I add the oats, because I want to make sure that the flour is mixed in well. So we're just going to scrape the bowl down. Oops, splatter it out. Okay, and into this we are going to add 1.5 cups of old-fashioned oats. Just into the bowl they go. Okay, they don't take much. All right. we're going to add our butterscotch chips. So I've got 1/2 cup and a couple extra. So let's dump that in. And then I have another 1/2 cup of toffee bits. And I'm using the toffee that has the chocolate on it. If you don't want the chocolate in there, you can just get the plain toffee bits. You can get either way. And then I'm just going to hit this for a couple of turns because I don't want the beater to break up the chips, especially the butterscotch chips. So I'm just going to give it a quick little mix there, and then we'll finish it up by hand. Okay. Just gonna do a good scrape down, and then I'm just gonna mix it up. You can kind of see here, and try to get all the way down to the very bottom because the mixer always seems to miss that very bottom. Okay. There we go. Alright, I've got my baking sheet with my parchment paper. I'm just going to use this medium scoop here for these. And we're just going to scoop them out. These are going to spread, so you're going to want to leave some space between each one. So I think we'll put 3 across here. And we'll kind of tap in, I call them little feet, where when you scoop it on and it has a little extra sticking out there, you can kind of see it there, so you can just kind of smooch it there. Just kind of, otherwise it tends to get cooked a little quicker and will burn just a little bit, so fix that. All right. So we're going to get about a dozen on this cookie sheet. There we go. And I'm going to put this in the oven, and we'll see what they look like when they come out. All right, well, our cookies are done baking. I have these that are just cooling here, and then the other sheet is just sitting there cooling down. Let them go ahead and cool down for about 5 minutes on the baking sheet before you transfer them to a wire rack, because they're still fairly soft inside, so you really want them to start firming up a little bit. So we baked those at 325 degrees. I said 10 minutes. I went on ahead and added 2 more minutes to that, so bake them for 12 minutes. So let's go ahead and plate these up. I did get just shy of 4 dozen, so we got 44 cookies total. So that's a pretty good amount, actually. So we're just going to kind of stack these around like this. There we go. And there we have Oatmeal Toffee Scotchie Cookies.